Your Dallas Wings are now 3-1 after taking out the Minnesota Lynx last night, 94-89. This is Kevin Lewis from DopeContent.com, and this is your DopeContent.com Dallas Wings weekly update. Let's get right into it. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching on the website, DopeContent.com, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Any way you're watching and you're supporting the brand and you appreciate the content, I want to let you know that it's appreciated, and much love to you guys for watching and supporting. Let's get right into it, man. The Dallas Wings take out the Minnesota Lynx. Minnesota was looking for their first win of the season. They put up a good fight, but they came up short once again, 94-89. Dallas gets the win at home in front of the fired-up crowd. Natasha Howard went crazy in the first half with 20 first-half points. She tied the career high for her for first-half points. Satu Sabally had 17 in the first half, which is also a career high for her. And then you had your star, Wnba came in. She had a bad shooting night overall, but she still gave you 12 points in the first half. Overall, she gave you 21 points. She went 6 of 20 shooting. Once again, wasn't a great night for Wnba, but she still ended up with 21 points. That shows you how dangerous Wnba is. To go 6 of 20 shooting and still ended up with over 20 points. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you got Satu Sabally, the unicorn, finishing up the game with 23 points, 11 rebounds on 7 of 16 shooting, double-double, another double-double for the unicorn. And then you got Flash. You got Natasha Howard coming in, the vet, 25 points on 11 of 15 shooting to end the game. I mean, it's scary to watch. Dallas has a big three, and low-key, when healthy, they might have a big five. Low-key, but we're going to get into that. Kalani Brown off the bench came in. Welcome back. First of all, welcome back, Kalani Brown. You know, she got released, she got cut, and then they brought her right back. In the same day, she had her first game, you know, and she came in off the bench, 12.7 rebounds off the bench, which was huge for Dallas. So shout out to Kalani Brown, man, getting her, you know, coming back to the team and immediately making an impact to her. So shout out to Kalani Brown. Dallas is dangerous, man. Dallas is dangerous. This is a dangerous team. I want to give a huge shout out to the crowd that was there. Very good crowd. Very good crowd. Yet again, this is game 2 of the season, and both games have been very good as far as the crowd atmosphere. They putting about, you know, 75 to 80% people in the stands right now, which is still good. That is good. That is good, especially for a Tuesday night game. To have that many people there last night, that was a good crowd last night. And to be honest with you, after I leave the arena, I go back and watch the games at home just to see if the crowd level is the same on TV. TV really don't do justice to how loud it gets in the arena. The Dallas Wings fans get real loud during the game. If you there, you know. If you've been to a Wings game, you know. That team has the city behind them. That fan base, the Dallas Wings fans, they absolutely love the Dallas Wings, and they show love to every single player. And they all, it's like a big connection, man. Like, you instantly feel the connection between the players and the fans when you come to Dallas, when you go to a Dallas Wings game. That crowd base was loud. There was a couple of points, like for instance, Natasha Howard in the second half had a huge N1 play, and the crowd exploded. I had to like cover my ear because it was loud. It was loud. But I watched it on TV. TV didn't do it justice at all. TV did not do it justice at all. So now that makes me wonder. I wonder how loud it is in these other WNBA arenas, and they just not getting that sound coming through the TV like it should come through the TV broadcast, because it's loud. Both games, Atlanta game and Minnesota game last night, it was super loud, and it didn't have the same vibe when I went back home and watched it on TV. So shout out to the Wings fans once again for coming out, showing up, and showing love to this team. Now this Dallas Wings team once again is very dangerous. They are 3-1. They are in the 4th place of the whole entire WNBA standings right now. They're in 2nd place in the West, only behind Vegas, the reigning defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces, who, to be honest with you, let's go off subject real quick. I don't think Vegas is going to lose no more than 2 or 3 games this year. If they are healthy, who's going to beat this team? Like, they really kept everybody from the championship squad, and then you add legendary Candace Parker to the team. I mean, come on, man. They got new facilities and everything, man. I don't know who's going to beat Vegas this year. They got to be hands down favorite, right? And then in the number 2 spot in the WNBA, you got Connecticut with a 4-1 record. That's a little bit shocking to me. I know they still got talent, but man, they also got rid of a lot of talent too from last year. So shout out to Connecticut, 4-1, and then Dallas and New York are tied 3-1 for the 3rd and 4th spot. So hey, man, Dallas is right there. Dallas is right there at the top of the league. ESPN Power Rankings had them 5th to start the year off. So, and they're proven to be worth that position, if not better. Because again, they are doing this without 2 of their starters. Diamond DeShields hasn't played a game in the regular season. Tiara McCowan went out early in the first game and hasn't played since. And Dallas is still out here putting up big numbers. So let's get into the Dallas Wings so far this season. You got the star, Arike Ogunbowale. She dropped from 1st to 3rd last night. So she's now 3rd in scoring in the WNBA, only behind Joelle Lloyd and Brianna Stewart. Arike is averaging 25.3 points per game. Satu is 5th in the WNBA in scoring with 22.3 points per game. And then you got Natasha Howard, who's 9th in scoring with 18.8 points per game. So right off the bat, you got 3 players in the top 10 of the WNBA scoring. Again, you got a big 3 already, and you really low-key might have a big 5 once McCowan comes back and Diamond DeShields. This team is dangerous. This team is dangerous. Let's get into some more stats about the Dallas Wings this year. Let's see. Let's start with Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard is 2nd in blocks, only behind Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner averaged 3.7 blocks per game. Natasha Howard is number 2 overall with 2.5 blocks per game. Natasha Howard is also number 3 in steals with 2.3 steals a game. And then you got Satu Sabally, the unicorn, is 8th in rebounds with 9 a game. And then you got Natasha Howard yet again 10th in rebounds with 8.3 a game. So these ladies are out here balling. Satu Sabally, Natasha Howard, complete players, overall players. And a thing that's going unnoticed for a lot of people is Natasha Howard on defense. I just threw the numbers at you. Natasha Howard is making a big difference on defense. And as far as rebounding, Satu is right there. Satu is a great defender as well. So, I mean, look, Diamond DeShields is a great defender. When she comes back, that's even more defense and scoring for the Wings. Tiara McCowan, you're not going to be able to just go in the paint on her. So think of this starting lineup, which is what it should be right now, but, you know, we have injuries. You got Arike Ogunbowale, Diamond DeShields, Satu is playing 3 instead of the 4. And then you have Natasha Howard playing the 4 instead of the 5. And then Tiara McCowan playing the 5. Ooh-wee. Dangerous. Listen, I still got Vegas right now as favorites to win the season, to win the WNBA championship again, barring any injuries. But Dallas is neck and neck with them. And I know it's real early. It's only 4 games. I get it. New York is loaded. Connecticut is balling right now. Chicago is doing something. Atlanta is trying to make a little noise right now. I get it. But the Dallas Wings are doing this yet again without 2 of their best players. Once they get healthy, this team can be very deep and dangerous. And I'm starting to feel, more excited than what I was at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, I said I wasn't that excited because of the injuries, right? But Coach Trammell, I'm sorry, I said her name wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coach. LT, I'm sorry. Latricia Trammell, she is doing a great job, and this team absolutely loves her, and they respond to everything she do. Again, I'm at every home game this season. I have my media credentials. I'm at every home game. I'm at every press conference. I'm seeing what they're doing. I'm seeing how they responded to her, and I'm seeing how she is responding to them. I'm seeing how the crowd is responding to the players and the coaches. It's all love right now. And it's a lot of energy in that building. It's a lot of energy with that team. So, man, Dallas Wings, man, their next game is Friday against Washington in Washington. And then they return home to take on Phoenix and BRITTNEY GRINER next week. So that should be fire. I'm expecting that to be a sold-out game because, once again, they've already put in like 75 to 80% capacity in these games now. When BRITTNEY GRINER comes back, I'm pretty sure that's going to be sold out. That's going to be a crazy game. So I can't wait, man. But I am enjoying this WNBA season. Listen, if you're not a WNBA fan, or if you have little kids and etc., you've never been to a WNBA game, please go. Give it a chance. Go. Take your son, your daughter, your niece, your uncle. I'm sorry, I said your uncle. Take your uncle too, but your nephew. Just take somebody with you that likes basketball to a Dallas Wings game. And if you're not in Dallas, go to whatever team game that's there, that's near you. If you're in Dallas, go to a Dallas Wings game. Just give it a try. I promise it's going to change your outlook on how you look at the WNBA if you go to a game and watch these ladies play. If you watch these ladies play in person and you go to a game, I promise you it's going to change your outlook on how you look at the WNBA. If you one of those, oh, it's not entertaining, they can't do this and they can't do that, go to a game. I dare you. I dare you. Go to a game. I double dare you. I bet you won't say that once you leave that game. No matter if your team win or lose, I bet you won't say that. So I'm just saying, shout out to the Dallas Wings, man. Much love to y'all. Much love to everybody watching this exclusive. I want to keep it short and sweet. It's 12 minutes now, so that's a little bit too long. I normally want to keep it right at 10. So much love to y'all, man. Y'all have a great one. And until next time, I'm out.